My dear pomegranate farmers, welcome to Soul of Krishi. I am before you today to tell you about some problems faced by pomegranate farmers, particularly from June to till now this year. This year, particularly, that means 2023 year, those who have gone for cropping between May to December did not get good flowers. There was erratic rainfall, but moisture was not excess this year. We expected a good flowering and crop during this period, but unfortunately, many farmers did not get good crop. There was failure of flowering. In spite of good defoliation with ethereal sprays, the flowering was not good. Many farmers have sprayed flowering hormones, but despite this, there was no good flowering. Too many male flowers came up with hardly 10 to 15 female flowers. Even this also led to fruit drop. Ultimately, the crop failed in many orchards in both Karnataka and Maharashtra. Farmers wondered why this happened. That is why we made this video to tell farmers about the reasons and remedies for this problem. Poor flowering this year was mainly due to three reasons. First reason is that pomegranate trees need at least 6 hours of direct bright sunshine hours. Sunlight is of course essential for overall growth of tree, but it is very important for flowering and fruiting. This year the sunshine hour was too low, as most of the time from June to December there was thick cloudy weather with hardly any bright sunshine hours. Low sunlight leads to poor flowering. From June to December, those farmers who have sprayed ethereal fail to get good flowers. At least in most cases, there was no satisfactory flowering. Second important reason for poor flowering is lack of sufficient rest period. This is equal to postpartum period in human beings and animals. Therefore, this period needs extra care of the trees. Those farmers who have not provided at least 4 months of rest period have failed to get good flowering. Apart from the duration of rest period, the care of orchard during this period is also very important for getting good flowering. Most of the farmers find themselves in a quandary when it comes to determining the ideal treatments for the rest period of pomegranates. The judicious management of this crucial phase holds the key for fostering robust flowering in the post-defoliation period. During this period, trees must be well manured, fertilized as per recommendation, given sufficient water, and should take care of the pests and diseases of the plants to produce food for the next crop. The third most important point is improper application of fertilizer. A pomegranate tree's lack of fruit is more likely to be from over fertilizing than a lack of fertilizing. Pomegranates do not produce good flowers and fail to produce female flowers in sufficient numbers if the plants are given excess nitrogen. But I must say that nutrient deficiencies, especially of potassium, phosphorus, and calcium, may cause a pomegranate tree to produce less flowers and fruits. Even if the tree doesn't have fruits and flowers, a lack of calcium and or boron could cause those fruits to weaken and drop off or split open or makes it inedible and becomes market rejects. Now the season has changed to Uttarayana, that means bright sunshine hour is expected in the next 4 months. All those farmers who have given sufficient rest period and decided to go for crop during January-February must follow better practices to get good crop. They should practice AMC method so that they can produce the crop safely with a good crop at half of the expenditure what they incur in chemical methods. First, they must withhold the water for 30 days before ethereal spray. Those farmers who have already dried the soil can start spraying the ethereal. But remember to follow AMC method to get good and safe crop at a very low expenditure on chemicals. After ethereal, when 90% of the leaves have dropped, give first water. Then immediately Drench each tree with 35 ml of Arca Microbial Consortium, that is AMC. Repeat this after 1 month. Then, once the fresh leaves have emerged by 20th day, start spraying AMC at weekly interval until the fruit is harvested. You can mix 5 grams of micronutrients with AMC once in a month to give micronutrients to the plants. Apply sufficient manures and recommended fertilizers. Never apply over fertilizers. Do not use any fungicides or antibiotics if you are using AMC. See that water is given only as per the crop need. Never give excess water to pomegranate. Between 15 to 40 days of ethereal spray, when the leaves turn from copper color to green color, heavy infestation of thrips, aphids and mite will occur. It is very important to control this at this period. For this, mix cold pressed neem or pongamia oil with a detergent powder like Tide or Surf or Rin or anything at 200 grams per liter of the oil. Blend it in a mixie and use this blended material 3 ml per liter of water for spray. If the control is not satisfactory, only then go for a spray of insecticides like Super Confidor. Watch for leaf spot and anthracnose and scabs on the flowers and fruits very regularly. If you see them, immediately spray Bordeaux mixture. For this, dissolve separately 1 kg of lime and 1 kg of copper sulfate in 2 different buckets. Next morning, in a 200 liter drum, mix well and dilute it to 200 liters. Spray this within 1 to 2 hours of mixing. If you follow these practices, farmers can certainly grow good and very safe pomegranate at half the cost of chemical method. If you require any further information, please contact Solaf Krishi or call me at 944-981-6282. I repeat, 944-981-6282. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram.